village. Why then do you live back in the days? Don't be left behind. Join the new normal of digital world. Let radio and television be at your fingertips. Get news and current events, entertainment, sports, kiddies programs, and more at your beck and call on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Just visit and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all social media platforms. Then you are a global citizen. Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Voice of the voiceless.
Afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Sportsville this afternoon on Al-IyamoyeTV and radio. We'll give you the updates on sports all over the world today, and I am Al-IyamoyeTv.
I'm sure as much as this sport. Good afternoon to all listeners out there and viewers out there.
I am Ziyata. Good afternoon all.
Okay, let's quickly take on the latest transfer news as the deadline of most leagues went on yesterday. Let's say Premier League was the last. Which are the deadline yesterday. Equally, the likes of all have also closed yesterday. Let's first, I guess, on the loans, we have Greenwood to Getafe on loan, Joao Felix to Barcelona also on loan, Cancelo to Barcelona on loan, Origi to Nottingham Forest on loan, Sofian Amrabat to Manchester United on loan, Eric Garcia to Girona on loan, and Mike Tressel to Burnley on loan. Let's first discuss on Greenwood to Getafe on loan. That this shows he hasn't parted always with Manchester United, as the news came up there last 2 weeks ago saying Greenwood has parted always, terminated all contracts with the Manchester United, and yesterday surprised me when I saw on loan from Manchester United to Getafe.
I'm very happy with Marcin Greenwood. At least we have a chance after 2 years. He have the chance to play professional football, because to be sincere, it's not that easy for Marcin Greenwood to cope with all what has happened to him in the past. And I watched some video of Marcin Greenwood when he was having training with his dad. You will see that there is no that vibes in that guy again. You see that he's somehow depressed. And you know, Manchester United, they are trying. You know, Manchester United, they wanted to retain Marcin Greenwood. That was the reason why Manchester United, okay, we don't want to lose this guy, because this guy is a good prospect. I don't think this guy doesn't have the issue he had with his fiancé or thereabouts. I don't think Manchester United will have. Huh?
They want to bring
that's what I'm saying. They won't have chance to bring in Antonio or the chance Sancho as well. Both of them will not be able to come to Manchester United, because this guy is a very good prospect, a very good player that knows how to score, go very well. Although he's a selfish player on his own, but whenever Manchester United have him at the squad, he even performed more than Antonio. But Manchester United don't want to lose on this guy. How can he do it? Not to lose on Marcin Greenwood. They can't leave him in the team. He can't play in any English side, because you know England, when it comes to women, they value it so much. So it means he can't play in English Premier League again. Now it's not for him to he can be loaned out. It's possible for Man U to terminate the contract. But Man U don't want to terminate the contract. Don't forget, inside the deal, Manchester United are paying 80% of Marcin Greenwood's wage. Just left 20% for Getafe to pay. It means he just gave Getafe, not for Manchester United to have the chance to look at Marcin Greenwood very well. He can't play anymore at Manchester United, no doubt about that. But Man U will want to get some huge amount of price on Marcin Greenwood. Don't forget, after this loan, if he come back from Getafe, Manchester United will look for a chance to loan him out to another big team. Don't forget, yesterday he should have went to Lazio. But the transfer market of Italy went off yesterday, and he needs to go to Getafe. From there, if you play very well, if you gain a package form, Manchester United can be able to gain some huge amount of money, at least like £20 million or £30 million. If Manchester don't want to sell him next season, they will send him out on loan. It will be the mutual agreement between Marcin Greenwood and Man U, because Man U was as well, they want to help this guy to get back his career on his feet. So loaning him out for like 2 seasons Getafe, maybe other team after the next season, they were able to get at least because you can't expect money to lose that such a player to a free transfer. So to get money on him would be the aims and objective of Man U, rather than to lose him on a free transfer.
Okay, what was your take on Mason Greenwood to Getafe on loan?
That would be a benefit for Mason Greenwood. It's not that he's not guilty, he's guilty. And Premier League has...
He's not guilty.
He's not guilty. He was found not guilty of his crimes, yeah.
Well, I don't know why Premier League terminated his contract that he's not playing any Premier League club. I don't know why.
No. It's not as if they terminated him
because
to
it's
play
not
them. As in some groups, in some country, you will see no team, as small as some teams are in England, in the Championship, none of them come from Mason Greenwood. You have know the kind of the gravity of the offence they say he committed. Female, women, they are very, very old in IST in such a country.
But he's not guilty.
He's not guilty. But you know, they still believe he's guilty. They believe Mason Greenwood is guilty. That is the reason why, even though in England national team, he can't play a game in the national team. Don't forget, since it was John Terry that had such an issue that was able to, at least to play in the national team, but he was stripped of the captain and bat. The issue he had was when Bridge, when was at Manchester City, he was at Chelsea. He would say John Terry had an extramarital affair with Wayne Bridge's wife. Hereby, they are an adult. Both of them might have agreed for us to have extramarital affair, but the issue came up. I remember the game against Chelsea against Man City then. It was a very tense game. Whereby Carlos Tevez and unlike they were fighting John Terry on the field of play that day with Wayne Bridge. We even failed to get an handshake from John Terry before the start of the match. He's not guilty, but they still believe he's guilty. And most people that are calling for Mason Greenwood not to play in Manchester United are female. Now, if you went to Burnley has female side as well. No team you will go to in England doesn't have female side. They don't want him to come to the team because they know what they said he did was pertaining to a female. Even though the lady has given back to Mason Greenwood, but the damage has been done.
Okay, let's move to the next loan on my list. We have Joao Felix from Barcelona together with Joao Cancelo, both the Joao and also both the Portuguese player, forward and back. This left B, which is a very utility player, can play left back, centre back, can play right back, and also move forward a little bit. Both Joao Felix and Joao Cancelo on loan to Barcelona.
If you look at Barcelona games since the start of the season, you see Barcelona are lacking from the right back position. Although they always use Sergio Roberto on the right back position, but you see, it was just because some teams don't already read Barcelona very well. I mean, they study them very well. The weak point of Barcelona comes from the right hand side. But the reason why most teams always exploit that position is they have someone there that can torment the opposition left back. Look at the game against Villarreal. Al-IyamoyeTv doesn't give Villarreal a room for them to attack from that side. So getting Joao Cancelo, getting a good player, Joao, I said Portuguese equal to Joao, Portuguese stance, Joao equal to a good combo between both sides. It's possible we now see maybe we have Joao Cancelo from the right side, on the left side sometimes. It's possible we have now don't forget this guy got injured. I said Sheffield United has scored the second goal against Everton
from 1-0 to 2-1.
It's quite that's showing that Everton, I think maybe
are down this
maybe the kind of relegation they have been trying to avoid for the past 3 seasons. Now maybe this season will be the time they will go to relegation. Let's get about Barcelona. I think Joao Cancelo got a good player. He can play from the two positions on the back side, from the right side, the left side. So and let's look at where Barcelona are having issue. They are having most issue on the right hand side. It means we might not be able to see the combo between Joao Felix and Joao Cancelo because Al-IyamoyeTv for me is going to play on the right side, or we have Rafinha playing from the right hand side. But Joao Felix, a very good player. Sometimes I call him overrated player sometimes because calling him from Benfica, you see the kind of ball he plays at Benfica. Same ball is playing now as most of the team is playing.
But in Barcelona, it's going to be benched.
You can't say it's going to be benched. You can't say such because let's look at Barcelona. In the middle, Arsenal lack a creative player in the midfield position. You can't tell me Ike Gundogan is very creative.
Very creative.
He's not
He's
creative.
very creative.
Ike Gundogan can only score goals rather than give assists.
He can give assist and score goals.
How many assists?
He's creative.
How many?
Just
How
like
many? How
De
many?
Bruyne, Odegaard.
You can't.
Brother.
I can't compare Odegaard, De Bruyne.
Bruyne.
I can't compare. I can't even compare Maximin or Bruno Fernandes with Ike Gundogan. Ike Gundogan will rather score than giving assist. How many assists does he have as Manchester United? Manchester City. The reason why we are saying Manchester City needs Ike Gundogan is there's sometimes the Man City will be playing a 1-1 draw, a 0-0 draw, and you will see Ike Gundogan come in and score goal. Look at the FA Cup; it's called a brace for Manchester City against Manchester United. Look at the Champions League final as well. He had a very good impact in the side, but not with assist. Let's look at Van de Jong. He's not a creative midfielder. Pedri. We can't call Pedri a creative midfielder because when you call someone a creative midfielder, he should be able to bezel in the middle of the back and give assist.
Fred is an attacking midfielder.
He's an attacking midfielder. No, attacking midfielders sometimes are different to each other. When you want to talk about attacking midfielder, I'll talk about like David Silva, John Mata. I talk about Francis Fabregas. I'll talk about Kevin De Bruyne. Those are some Mesut Ozil.
So which attacking midfielder is not creative?
There are some attacking midfielders that are not creative. When you talk about Kai Havertz is not a striker. They call Kai Havertz sometimes
He's not
attacking
attacking
midfielder.
midfielder. He's an attacking striker.
Attacking striker?
Yes.
Really?
Is he anything like attacking striker?
Really? When we talk about Enzo Fernandez, they will tell you Enzo Fernandez can play as a central midfield or attacking midfield. But Enzo Fernandez can play from there because of the agility and ability on the
Sorry, I
field.
said
But
attacking
not
striker, supporting striker.
supporting striker. When they are supporting striker, in the olden days, when we talk about supporting striker, we used to have Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard. Look at like Paul Scholes sometimes. These are players that even though they don't score, they give assist. When you bring about Odegaard will give assist if he score. When you talk about Ike Gundogan will not score than give an assist. Enzo Fernandez, when the last assist will give a true pass that will lead a goal for Chelsea.
We all know Enzo Fernandez is central midfielder.
A central midfielder and more attacking midfielder as well. At last World Cup, he played as an attacking midfield position for Argentina.
So are you saying Barcelona does not have any attacking?
No attacking threat in the middle of the park. When about Pedri can Dezu, can have some dribbles, but when you talk about the final pass that will lead to goal, where is it? When you talk about that, some attacking midfielder, creative midfielder that Barcelona have years back, talk about Iniesta, talk about Xavi Hernandez himself. Those okay. Let's say for example, Modric, Anthony Cruz. Are they attacking midfielder or not?
They are creative midfielder.
They are creative midfielder. And I'll tell you, Modric is more or less a creative midfielder than Toni Kroos.
Yeah.
Toni Kroos is in the mode of Ike Gundogan. Germans, aside from Mesut Ozil, they'll see that he's a German that loves giving assists. When he was at Real Madrid, if Ronaldo is moving forward, Mesut Ozil, even though he closes his eyes, he knows where Ronaldo is going to. But when we talk about Toni Kroos without shoot from the long range, set piece, Toni Kroos is very good. Corner kick, free kick is very good at it. Same thing as Ike Gundogan. When we talk about Modric, look at the great assist he made against Chelsea 2 seasons ago in the Euro Champions League. To Rodrigo. So there's some creative midfielder that you have. Look at Jude Bellingham. To me, Jude Bellingham is not a creative midfielder, but an attacking midfielder that will score goals on his own rather than giving assists.
So are you saying creative midfielder give assist?
Creative midfielder will give assists rather than scoring. They will prefer themselves to give assists. Look at your matter. Even though you never face net like this, he will look for a player that will come and give assists to. Fabregas will give assists. Sometimes most of them score goals as well.
Sure.
Look at Bernardo Silva. He's a creative and attacking as well. Some players have these two attributes. Kevin De Bruyne, creative and attacking. Because he can score goal, he can create chance. So when you talk about creative midfielder and attacking midfielder, there are different players entirely, but some players have both in them. That is the reason why I say Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is combined with both.
So Joao Felix is a creative midfielder.
I can't say Joao Felix is a creative midfielder. He's a player
So
that plays from the left hand side.
Even if Barcelona brings in Joao Felix, they've no.
You know, sometimes when they bring in Joao Felix in the middle, there are some creative midfielder, there are some attacking player that when you have them in the team, they will draw fouls for you. They will win free kicks for you. When Joao Felix played at Chelsea, how many assists did Joao Felix have at Chelsea last season? Most of his results in free kick for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Most of this is playing inside the box, maybe sometimes quite unlucky. Play the ball that will hit the back. Not scoring, so not being clinical in front of goal. Now Barcelona have a striker. Joao Felix will play probably from the left hand side or play, but mostly Joao Felix will play from the left hand side. Because now the left side position is very vacant at Barcelona now. Ferran Torres is in and out of the team. That's why I said it's vacant, because for the past 3 matches for Barcelona now, he's been sitting on the bench.
It's because they're using Ike Gundogan at left wing.
No.
Yes. Past 2 or 3 matches, they're using Ike Gundogan at the left wing.
If you watch the game against Villarreal, you know Gavi played on the left hand side. And he's not that creative. He's not creative. So it's not possible that they have, you know, the problem for Xavi now is that he doesn't want to bench Ore Romeo, Ike Gundogan, Frank de Jong, and he always wants Gavi to play as well. Now it means between the 3 players, you need to bench one. And the person, between Ore Romeo, Frank de Jong, and Ike Gundogan, he needs to bench one. Not for them to be able to accommodate Gavi or Joao Felix. Or Joao Felix and Ferran Torres at the same time. But it's very difficult to have the 2 on the field of play, because you have to have someone that will come from the bench and change the game for you. Now, if I'm to be Xavi, I would rather have Ore Romeo, Frankie de Jong, and I have in the front of them, I have Joao Felix. In the attacking position, I have Rafinha, Ferran Torres.
You can't expect Xavi to bench Ike Gundogan. It's not possible.
Why?
It is not possible.
Why?
You know, I said it before. Ike Gundogan is, you say he's not a creative midfielder.
In my own opinion.
To me, he's a creative midfielder.
Okay.
And he's an attacking midfielder also.
Okay.
He in the last 2 or 3 matches, I think he gave an assist.
How many assists?
Just 1 or 2.
One assist.
And how many matches have they played?
They've played 3 matches. 3 matches.
How many goals did Lewandowski score?
That is to only score once.
Yeah, and that was it.
And that was when Ferran Torres came in against Villarreal.
And changed the game, and they're 3-2 down. Okay, let's take a short break from here. When we get back from the break, our thoughts on the confirmed transfers we just went on yesterday before they closed the transfer window. Do stay with us on Al-IyamoyeTv radio.
Thousands have been disappointed severally in their bid to seek greener pasture abroad. To those quack in the traveling agency business, it is a rocket science. That is not our case at Tausaf Travels and Tour. We have in-depth details on how to successfully, without stress, help you process and secure your visa to anywhere in the world. Do you want permanent residential visa, visiting and tourism visa, student visa to places like Europe, America, Asia, Africa? It's no big deal to us at Tausaf Travels and Tour. Our years of experience and expertise speaks volume for us. Let's process and secure visa for you to UK, USA, and Canada within a twinkle of an eye. We offer Hajj and Umrah services to our Muslim faithfuls. What are you waiting for? Consult us at number 9 Tausaf Central Mall, Sholanke Street, behind Laroy Hotel, Abiola Way, Abeokuta. 0802 733 0900 or 0806 578 4060. Stop wasting money. Pay for peace of mind. Talk to Tausaf Travels and Tour.
gbogbo aláfẹ́ tó gbayì tó fẹ́ wọṣọ yìí ṣoge tó bágbà mu ló ń kọjá lọ sí House of Zion. House of Zayana, the name I know when we talk of top-notch fashion, quality materials and class. House of Zayana, Letima Rojulowo Turkey wears, Egypt and Malaysia clothing, Dubai, àwọn designer bags lóríṣiríṣi, àwọn ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ bàtà tó jiná tí wọ́n fawọ́ original ṣe, àwọn aago kájọ́ tó ń ka wákàtí ọjọ́, designer sunglasses and perfumes, pẹ̀lú àwọn gbogbo nǹkan tóbìnrin àsìkò fi ń gbafẹ́ lò gbà. Mo débẹ̀, ojú mi ń ṣe kámi, èmi ni ó rà, èmi ni ó mú. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí ẹlẹ́sìn tẹ́ gbòógì gbọ́n pa fashion tẹ́ wá nílò jàlábíà, hijab àti àbáyà lóríṣiríṣi. House of Zayana lẹ́ò ti rí gbogbo ẹ̀ rà. House of Zayana wà ní 52 Ọlọ́run ṣògo road adjacent Redeemed Church Agape Parish Ọlọ́run ṣògo Abẹ́òkúta. Lórí Instagram House of Zayana 08165688618. House of Zayana, ilé ìtajà tá a ti ń tojúlówó aṣọ àti nǹkan aṣaralóge tí ń gbéni níyì.
Back to Sportsville on Al-IyamoyeTV and radio, going down to the confirmed transfers. We have a Bobby to Fulham. I'm very shocked by this. We have his updates, Real Betis. We have Kolomwani also to Paris Saint-Germain. We have Ryan Gravenberch to Liverpool. Odin to Crystal Palace. We have Brennan Johnson to Tottenham Hotspur. We have David Klassen to Inter Milan. We have Ivan Lozano to PSV. Hudson Odoi to Nottingham Forest. Tanganga to Osborg. I can't forget we talked about Hudson Odoi to Nottingham Forest. It really reaches full potential at Chelsea, and now he has to move down to a smaller team. Let's talk on Brennan Johnson to Tottenham Hotspur. The young starlet at Nottingham Forest, which is still trying. As I asked, he said Brennan Johnson would still has a very bright future ahead of him. Now he's now to Tottenham Hotspur. You see, this is an improvement. As you said, he has a bright future ahead of him. Brennan Johnson to Tottenham Hotspur.
Let's look at some players that have come from the Wales national side. You look at the guy of Ramsey, and the likes. You see, they are one of the good players back then when they are still playing football. And to my opinion, this Brennan Johnson transfer should now be. Might put an end to which I'm missing.
That is if they use Brennan Johnson as a striker.
No, Brennan Johnson as a striker.
Not a supporting.
Brennan Johnson will play from the wing, and they bring Sonny Ume back to the center position.
They'll move
Sonny Ume back to the center position.
That's not possible.
How is not possible? How many goals does Janis score for Liverpool?
If some can't play striker, he's not a pure striker. He's a left winger.
He's a left winger, but when he was playing with Hurricane, they play at the two striker and the forward. Yeah, four position, 4-4-2 position.
And that's because there's Hurricane.
Then it's not possible. We see Kuliceski and we saw Son in the front forward. Because you can't expect Brennan Johnson to start as a striker. He's a winger. And while we have this Madison, I would have said
Sonny Ume. They can't bench this Madison.
He cannot be benched. Being the star captain, being a creative midfielder, and I was telling you, Son Ume cannot bench as well. The only person that might be at the detrimental of Brennan coming to the team is Charlison. He has played the whole 4 games. He only scored once, and the once is in Carabao Cup against Fulham. The first 3 games, he failed to live up to the expectation. Same as last season, he scored only one goal last season. I don't know the reason why you still keep on insisting on Charlison being a striker. Can you give it the race to Arsenal as a striker? No. Then why do you want Tottenham Hotspur? Maybe it's a rivalry. This rivalry between Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur.
What I'm saying, I didn't say that they can't bench Charlison. Charlison is not a good striker. But I'm talking about putting Son as a striker is not possible.
Son, you can't tell me Son is a midfielder.
Son is the left winger. He plays from the flanks. He gives.
And they play from the forward position as well. He plays from the forward position as well.
That's a left wing. This is the forward position.
He plays on the central position as well.
Not possible.
It's possible. Because he scored a lot of goals. Don't forget, 2 seasons ago, he was joint highest goal scorer in the EPL.
If Son should play striker, Tottenham will not progress. They're not just like saying Real Madrid does not have a striker, if they didn't buy Jose, they will have Vinicius Rodrigo. Look at this.
Now I'll
kind of
tell you,
progress.
if Jalison play,
let this Champions League, Real Madrid should play against Man City again.
if Jalison play as central forward for Tottenham Hotspur, going forward, Tottenham Hotspur will blame themselves. No, this guy,
I'm talking about Brian Anderson playing.
He can't play as striker. I don't cannot play as striker. He's a winger.
But he played striker against Arsenal when he was in Nottingham Forest.
No.
He played striker against Arsenal.
No.
It was not Gibbs White that played striker.
Because
they used Awoni was on bench.
Yes, who plays center forward?
Bernard Johnson.
No.
Brian Johnson was used as centre
Forward.
against Arsenal.
First nine.
First nine.
And if you look at Nottingham Forest that day, it's
Not
not as if they have Brandon inside the box.
No, not at all. He only saw a chance.
You don't see Brandon inside the box. Players the first night against Arsenal is because Nottingham Forest want to soak pressure. They want to have a lot of players on the field of play. Benching Taiwo Awoniyi against Manchester United. Does Brandon start as a striker?
Not at all.
Not at all. Awoniyi came in and he went back to the flank position. In that way, Taiwo Awoniyi, Brandon Johnson, and Gibbs White.
If they should use Ingminson as striker, it does be like Real Madrid. Be like Real Madrid.
You know when they use Umison as striker,
and they will not progress without a striker.
It's not as if
they need sport striker.
It's not as if Sonny Ome will play like that from a striking position. It's a kind of player that loves roaming about the field of play. Bring him free roll. Now after Brandon Johnson, Kulusevski, and you have Brandon Johnson in forward and Sonny Ome, you to give the three of them to sway from position.
Just like Martinelli, Trossard, Saka.
That is it.
Issue solved. Let's go to Kolomwani to Paris Saint-Germain. Kolomwani, youngster who lost a one chance at the end of the final, at the end of just close to 90 plus added on minutes against Argentina. Even Emiliano Martinez said where the ball touched him, that's the Drew World Cup tattoo on his leg, due to because that was the one life-saving ball from Emiliano Martinez to deny the goal for mentioning his post against Kolomwani, and now Kolomwani is back down to be Paris Saint-Germain. Some say this is an overrated player. What do you say to Kolomwani?
Overrated 101%. Because I would have loved this question to be direct to Arsenal board and make it out of time on themselves. Last season, Flying Balogun scored 22 goals in the first league one. Kolomwani scored 15 goals in the Dema Bundesliga. Kolomwani was sold at 19 million. 19 million. And Arsenal ended up selling Flying Balogun 40. Even though I would have put Kolomwani and Nicolas Jackson. I'll have taken Jackson out of Kolomwani.
Nicolas Jackson ahead of
Kolomwani. Because the last 8 games for Nicolas Jackson last night for Villarreal, he scored 9 goals. And you, as a central striker for Eintracht Frankfurt, playing 32 games, he scored 15 goals. He tried.
Played 32 games, scored 15 goals.
Yes.
Okay, are you saying how many goals did Awoni score in Nottingham Forest?
How much does Awoni worth for Nottingham Forest?
Don't you know? Do you think Travato is a big team?
It's not. That's like same thing as the Rams. I'm not a team, big team. I'm not saying Arsenal is not a big team. Arsenal should be the one to get a much investment on 22 goals, leading goals before Kylian Mbappe took over. So just, I think Kylian Mbappe won the Ajax score of just 2 goals or thereabouts against Flying Balogun. If Arsenal really want this guy to stay in the team, they will have got huge amount of money on Flying Balogun. He now moved AS Monaco, £40 million. Nana Kolomwani, brought from Nantes on a free transfer to Eintracht Frankfurt. He's got 15 goals. So
I say Kolomwani is a very good player. Since you are saying he's one overrated player.
Overrated.
So he's not a good player.
The rate at which
he can't do his best in PSG.
You don't get me. At PSG, I'm not telling you, you score less.
You score more.
Because Kylian Mbappe is there. And we have one of the service players as well, Ousmane Dembele. Asensio.
Okay, are they not okay? No, they are going to use Kolomwani as.
Kolomwani will start as a striker. We play as a striker. Mbappe play on the
left side, and they
play
from the right side.
And Kolomwani as a striker.
So you're saying going to score less?
He will score less.
Why can't you say Hurricane will score less when Ingminson is there?
You don't get his point. Kylian Mbappe is a goal scorer. We know this guy. If he has 10 good chances, he will create 3 for his teammates, and we played 7 as shots, shot on goal. We know Ousmane Dembele as well. 10 chances, he might as well play 3 as an assist and play 7 shot on goal. Marco Asensio, very very selfish player as well. Now Kolo Muani playing at center position for these 2 or 3 wingers, and you believe he's going to score goals.
Don't forget that they are still the same attacking.
Don't be surprised
for France.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if Kolo Muani scored 10 or 15 goals. Same thing. This stagnant like you score for Edge of at France.
So are you saying 10 or 15 goals is less?
That's not improvement. You score 15 goals in a season, and the following season you score 15 goals. It's a stagnant.
Stagnant performance.
You start stagnant performance.
Don't forget the same attacking. I'm saying again, the same attackers compared to the same attackers for France.
No.
France is not progressing.
No.
Are you saying France is not
No.
progressing?
Monaco Muani would not start out of the Oliver Giroud.
Not at all. It's France.
He would not start out of Anthony Griezmann.
Griezmann also. Okay, yeah, let's move to Iwobi to Fulham and the Nigerian star. Iwobi to Fulham as he moved from Arsenal now to Everton and now to Fulham.
I think maybe Iwobi saw a revelation.
That Everton will.
I can have a Bible. I'm looking at the revelation, maybe chapter 1, verse 20. Because if you look at Everton, how Everton are going this season, there's possibility
That they
Everton relegate. And it should not be difficult for Iwobi to get the chance to move out of the scene. Don't forget, let's look at Leicester City. Wilfred Ndidi and Kelechi Iheanacho. Teams came in for both of them. But at the end of the day, he failed to move out of Leicester City. Although it's possible, I love that I was saying with City that Leicester City will come back to EPL with all these players. Maybe they sign another new contract. But it's because they have a good coach, Enzo Maresca. He left Manchester City under Pep Guardiola. Went ahead to Leicester City. He's starting from the scratch. And they have this guy. I think Chelsea. They just keep abusing Chelsea. And they keep bringing in young players. They turn Chelsea Football Club to Chelsea Football Academy. There's this guy at Leicester City now. The first 2 games he doesn't play for Leicester City. After he was bought from Chelsea, Cesar Casade, this guy had like 4 or 5 assists playing from the middle. We have some players at Leicester City now. Mavididi. This guy, you see this guy, how this guy plays. You think you have some Maximi or Laviyama. The way he attack. No, it will be. Since staying at Everton, you see it all last season. He saw it all last season. Now, same thing has been happening. Now, see now they are losing to Sheffield United. So it means it's not possible for Sheffield to go to the Everton to be relegated. And Fulham, look at the performance last season. I think Fulham is going to Europa Conference League.
No, they're not going to.
They're not going to Conference League. But with their performance last season, with the kind of transfer they made this season, with the kind of coach they have, with the kind of pattern of play of Fulham, I think he will be very, very fitted to Fulham. Because don't forget last season, he will be played so much for Everton. But at the end of the day, a defensive-minded team will not make an attacking player to show in the game. So it's very, very good for Iwobi to go to Fulham. And it's very, very good,
very good for
Iwobi,
but 10% bad for Iwobi.
How?
You're attacking midfielder, yes or no?
Yes.
But he's not going to start.
And it will be very, very good for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
And then he's not going to start. He's not going to start. He's not going to be the first 11 for
We
Fulham.
are not sure.
Let's see how the team moves as they have secured the likes of other wonderful players also in Fulham. Let's see how it moves. Okay, to the match it's coming up later today as Sheffield the match with 52nd minutes now defeating Everton 2-1. The match still ongoing. Next by 3 o'clock p.m. you have Brentford against Bournemouth, Chelsea against Nottingham Forest, Manchester City against Fulham, Burnley against Tottenham, And by 5:30 p.m., we have Brighton against Newcastle. Someone said as Fulham defeated Arsenal, drew with Arsenal last game week, and also drew with Tottenham in the
I
Carabao,
support that.
and also going to draw against or defeat
Yes.
Manchester City today.
I support that. Fully support 100%.
Fulham draw against Manchester City.
Draw Arsenal, draw Tottenham. Even if they didn't draw Man City, they will defeat Man City.
Defeat Man City by 3 o'clock p.m. A dream that cannot go true to my own belief. And tomorrow by 2 o'clock p.m. we have Crystal Palace against Wolves, Liverpool against Aston Villa, and the match of the game week, Arsenal against Manchester United. Quick prediction before I move to other leagues matches.
You should start from
Manchester
That's Man City Fulham.
Yeah, Manchester
You know,
Fulham.
if you say Fulham is going to lose against Manchester City, don't forget this side. Manchester City last season got to defeat them the last minute.
Yeah, it was 2-1.
2-1 when Edmund Allen saw a last minute penalty. And don't forget, this team have now changed compared to last season. Like the last game against Arsenal, how they play, they have Robinson, they have Tete, they have
Even with 10 man down.
Ogulumba, and in the midfield Paulia, Lukic, and Andres Pereira. In the front line they have Wilson, Raul Jimenez, and they have Reid.
You see why I said that Robbie might not start.
You can't say he cannot start in this team that I saw.
In this team, who's the
Iwobi can also play from the left hand side as well. He's not only playing in the midfield. Iwobi can also play from the left. We always just Everton has scored. I think Danjuma, I think he has scored the goal. You know what? We always only attribute Iwobi because he had a cousin that we look up to them, which is Austin J.D. Okocha. We always attribute Iwobi to his our cousin and say Iwobi he's also a creative midfielder. He can do what Okocha does for the Super Eagles of Nigeria and for PSD, Bolton Wanderers and the like. You know what? When last weekend when they play against Arsenal, you also their team they are not the kind of team that give up. They want to fight for everything. And if you look at the bench that day, they have Adabioyo, the likes, they have Adama Traore. Adama Traore is there as well. And we know this guy, how he always torments defense in the EPA. So it's not I know Iwobi cannot play tomorrow. I think he had an injury with Everton, just bottom was injury. And was I will not rule out the fact that it's still possible. They give Manchester City a tough time. It's possible they give Manchester City a tough time. Manchester City can just maybe as they always win the first game, second game, and third game, maybe a hard fought win for Manchester City, and you can't rule out being end up in a draw. You cannot rule it out. Look at Sheffield United last week against Manchester City. If it was not because of the shot from Rodrigo, they have ended up with draw. Whereby Edward Allen lost a penalty. You can't rule out any game. But to me, I'll go for a slight win for Manchester City.
To Brighton Newcastle coming up today by 5:30 p.m. Quick prediction.
That is a very, very tough game. And if you look at the last game for the two sides, Newcastle United lost 2-1 against Liverpool. A home defeat. A home defeat for Newcastle. And Brighton as well lost, I think 4-1. 3-1 against the almighty West Ham United, because we can call West Ham United almighty because they are doing the wonder which people doesn't think that West Ham United will do. They won yesterday as well. Even though we have Declan Rice. They are even doing very well. They are doing fantastically well.
With the signing of Ward-Prowse.
I said this guy is the best signing in the EPL so far. Best signing, in my own opinion, so far so good, because he had like 5 assists. So far so good now. 5 assists. He had 2 against Chelsea. In his first game he had 1. Now he had one as well last week. He had 1 yesterday as well. And if you look at West Ham, they love playing long balls, and this guy is very good step piece. From corner kick, direct from corner kick, free kick. So West Ham, both sides Brighton and Newcastle United, and both sides I will go for draw between both sides, because look at the game, the both of us lost last week. They don't believe they will lose such a game. They both right will end up in draw.
Brighton Newcastle. Brighton slightly win Newcastle.
Okay, slightly win Newcastle, and tomorrow by 4:30 p.m. Arsenal against Manchester United at Emirates.
Do you hate Chelsea?
No, honestly, Chelsea against Nottingham Forest.
You 8 toss.
Okay, yeah.
Chelsea, Nottingham Forest.
Chelsea.
Because Nottingham Forest too is also a big team. They have been signing good
Chelsea,
players.
Nottingham Forest by 3 o'clock at PM. I can see someone staring at me in the studio
Yeah,
saying,
why
won't you mention Chelsea?
Chelsea.
Nottingham Forest, quick prediction.
And don't forget the last time, for the last season they play a draw.
They frustrated.
Home and away. First leg was 0-0, and second leg was 2-2 draw. I always scored 2 goals as well. And last game, that last game for Nottingham, I think they won. They won.
They were defeated by
they were on but they
Match
frustrated
time
3-2.
And they will miss the captain 1-4. They were what's the guy name? Their captain that got red card against Manchester United. But if you look at Nottingham Forest, this is they have something that they want to prove to other teams.
They won't be signing good players.
Proving something to big teams doesn't stop from you scoring first, and at the end of the day you end up being defeated. Against Arsenal, they did such. They dragged the match, and at the end of the day they got defeated. Against Manchester United as well last year. It's got 2-0. They're leading 2-0. And at the end of the day they fail to keep keep hold of the pressure. And if you look at the kind of pressure Chelsea also mounts on their opponents now, you see, can not Forest get hold of such. Don't forget, they have I think this guy Al-IyamoyeTv. You want to prove something to Chelsea. And you sold me out to Torino. You want to put something, and Al-IyamoyeTv also want to prove that last season was not a fluke, scoring 2 goals against almighty Chelsea. But with kind of Chelsea player, what kind of games they have in the weekend, the middle of the week against Wimbledon in the Italian Cup, as the kind of rest they gave to Lyle Kowe, the likes of Ben Chilwell, the likes of Thiago Silva, and same thing as Raheem Sterling, which is the star man. So far so good for Chelsea and with Caicedo as well. So I see Chelsea winning slightly against Nottingham Forest with Raheem Sterling taking up the day, and possibly Popama coming from the bench, and Chelsea also say something, because it's possible Popama come from the bench, and they have Madueke as well that can do some tricky move for Chelsea as well. So I don't see Nottingham Forest being able to contain Chelsea attack today as well. So I see Chelsea being slightly win against Nottingham Forest.
About that, I see Nottingham Forest frustrating Chelsea.
I don't expect it to agree with it, because it's you know they are enemies. So Chelsea and Arsenal, I don't expect it to support.
Okay, and now Arsenal Manchester United tomorrow by 4:30
Well, very good. Tough game. I think last season it was 1-1 between both sides.
Let me just say for the first time, Man U defeats Arsenal.
What makes you say such? Let's please give us the reason. Is it that your co-presenter on Smart Kids, Establish Scott, has put something on you?
And then let me just say for the first time,
hey,
Man U not win defeat Arsenal. They will rather play draw.
No, you first say they will defeat Arsenal.
No, they will rather play draw. Arsenal.
Are you sure?
They will rather play draw.
Anthony, I see Arsenal going all the way tomorrow, because we look at Manchester United in the left position. They've lost Malaysia and Luke Shaw.
But they brought in
Sergio Reguilon. Sergio Reguilon, is it that match fit? That's the first question. Doesn't have match fitness.
It doesn't mean you will start for first 11. It can be brought in from the bench because Diego Dallas is there.
Then if Dallas is starts tomorrow, we know the kind of what Bukayo Saka can do. Look at Dallas against Nottingham Forest. It was just brilliancy from Eric Young that makes him to substitute Dallas. That was the reason why he went emergency to look for a left back player. And don't forget, today the midfield position tomorrow will be a midfield position between Casemiro, Eriksen, and Bruno Fernandes.
Mount
is injured. Now they predicted. You can predict the front forward for Manchester United next tomorrow. You can say Garnacho, Rashford, Anthony.
I don't know why there isn't Rashford as a striker.
No,
but Odilon is
he said something. Eric said something yesterday that Odilon is fit enough to start. Now, he made a mistake of starting Butler, putting Rashford in the left position, and that might also hinder them against Arsenal. Don't forget, Arsenal forward are very electrified. Martinelli from the right hand side, you know what he can do, even though if I always call him baby player. And in the middle, think Arteta should not make a mistake. I think Tomiyasu is coming back from the red card. They should not make a mistake.
For putting Thomas Partey at right back.
Yes. I would have loved him to go with Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, and Odegaard in front forward. And having Bukayo Saka, you have Eddie Nketiah, and you have Trossard. In my opinion, you have Kyle to sit on the bench.
Martinelli, not Trossard.
Okay.
See, last match Trossard was just not.
It was just at the first nine.
Was not not just at the first nine. Okay, was at the first nine.
First nine position.
But last season, when they just had the knee injury, was started at the first nine.
That was when Arsenal was on form.
Sorry,
When-
Saka is not on form.
That was when Shaka was still there. When we have Odegaard playing freely in the middle. So Trossard can comes in anytime and do something. So I go with Arsenal all the way to defeat Manchester United.
Okay, yesterday the match went in the La Liga. Cadiz defeated Villarreal 3-1, and also Celta also defeated Almeria 3-2. And now halftime, decided they already are leading 2-1 with attacking Fusakubo with 2 goals against Granada 2-1. Real Madrid coming at 3:15 p.m. against Getafe. Alaves against Valencia by 5:30 p.m. and 8 o'clock. Betis against Vallecano. Tomorrow we have Atletico against Sevilla by 5:30 p.m. and Osasuna against Barcelona by 8 o'clock p.m. in Serie A. Today we have Bologna against Cagliari 5:30 p.m. Napoli against Lazio 7:45 p.m. and tomorrow Inter Milan against Fiorentina 5:30 p.m. Empoli against Juventus 7:45 p.m. Let's talk about yesterday's match in Serie A. We have Sassuolo against Verona 3-1 and Roma against AC Milan, where AC Milan won the match against Roma with Giroud with penalty and Rafael Leao with the goal and Fikayo Tomori ended up with a red card. Come to the end of Sports Vibes today on Al-IyamoyeTV. And please don't forget to like, follow, comment and share our programs on Facebook, Al-IyamoyeTV, rate and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. I remain here this hour.
I'm sure the motion SM this spot.
And I am Seattle.
Enjoy your
Goodbye.